Why is this stadium so loud that fans have actually registered on seismic sensors? And here's the strange part. That wasn't an accident. If you're new here, I'm an architect exploring remarkable buildings from above to understand the ideas behind them. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers before the World Cup ends and continue uncovering extraordinary architecture around the world. So let's answer our first question. Why is this stadium so loud? Most stadiums try to control noise. Lumen Field does the opposite. It traps it. Look at the seating bowl. See how steep it feels? That wasn't done for aesthetics. The spectators were pushed closer to the field on purpose. The sound has fewer places to escape, and the roof doesn't just cover the crowd. It actually helps send a large amount of the noise back toward the field. Think about that for a moment. The building itself is helping create the atmosphere. The result? More noise, more pressure, and one of the loudest stadium environments in sports. At one point, cheering crowds were strong enough to register on nearby seismic instruments. Not because the building was failing, because tens of thousands of people were jumping at the same time. Which raises another question. If the goal wasn't visual spectacle, why was the stadium designed this way? Why does it look like this? At first glance, Lumen Field doesn't look futuristic. It doesn't have a retractable roof. It doesn't have a giant glass canopy. And compared to newer stadiums, it almost looks simple, but that's exactly the point. The architects weren't trying to create a landmark you admire from miles away. They were trying to create an experience. Everything points back to that goal. The steep seating bowl, the roof geometry, the compact footprint. Every design decision was made to connect spectators to what happens on the field. The building isn't trying to impress you from the outside. It's trying to overwhelm you from the inside. And that's a very different design philosophy. But creating that experience introduced another challenge. How do you fit a stadium this large into one of the most valuable pieces of land in Seattle? Why was it built here? Now look around the stadium. This isn't a suburban sports complex surrounded by empty land. It's right in the middle of the city. Downtown Seattle is next door. The waterfront is nearby. Major transit connections are within walking distance. And that's exactly why this location matters. The project wasn't designed to sit outside the city. It was designed to become part of it. That decision completely changed how people arrive, how they leave, and how the stadium interacts with the urban fabric around it. Instead of building a destination in isolation, the architects stitched the venue directly into Seattle itself. And years later, that decision continues to pay off. Because one of the biggest events on Earth is about to arrive here, the FIFA World Cup. Which leads to our final question. Why did FIFA choose it? When FIFA evaluates a stadium, it isn't simply counting seats. It's looking at transportation, operations, infrastructure, accessibility, and long-term reliability. Lumen Field already had many of those advantages. The venue had hosted major events for years. It was integrated into the city, and it could handle enormous crowds. But perhaps the most interesting thing about this stadium is that its greatest strength isn't something you can see. It's something you can hear. The architects didn't set out to create the most beautiful stadium in America. They set out to create one of the most intense experiences in sports, and judging by the noise, they succeeded. So what did we learn? We learned that Lumen Field became one of the loudest stadiums in sports because the architects didn't try to reduce the noise. They trapped it. We learned that the building wasn't designed to impress from a distance. It was designed to bring spectators closer to the action. We learned that placing a stadium in the heart of Seattle completely changed how it connects to the city around it. And finally, we learned why FIFA saw this venue as a perfect stage for the World Cup. Not because it's the biggest, not because it's the most expensive, but because it does exactly what it was designed to do. If you enjoy exploring architecture, engineering, and remarkable places from above, consider subscribing. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers before the World Cup ends and continue this journey around the world, discovering extraordinary buildings through the eyes of an architect. And trust me, there are still some incredible stories waiting for us. I'll see you in the next one.